What's going on, everyone? Welcome to In the Loop with Loop One Records. It's your boy Matt, M-A-T-T with an E, aka Matt Live Vibe.
It's your boy Big Will, the KID.
KID, here we are with episode 3.
Yes, sir.
Coming at 'em, yo.
Yep.
Back at it again. First thing I wanted to say was thank you for everyone who's been supporting us. It's been a good couple episodes. We're going to keep it rolling.
Yep.
Thank you for everyone who's been following us and liking everything we do on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc., etc. Just want to give a big thank you first and foremost. That being said, yo, what a night we had on Saturday, yo.
Yeah.
Oscar's Backyard, as we mentioned in the last episode, was the 420 unofficial Reggae Fest event over on the east side of Austin, yo.
Yep.
A lot of cool cats out there performing. I met a lot of the homies out there. It was a real, I don't know how to explain it, a real pretty chill kickback. I mean, you know, it was literally someone's backyard, so it was pretty cool, man. And more surprisingly, I was actually able to get on stage and perform for the first time in a while.
That was dope.
It was, man.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
You enjoyed it.
It was, man. I did have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So shout out to LMG, shout out to Trooper Lifestyle, Killer Click Music, everyone that was out there, BPC. It was a lot of fun, man, and we're looking forward to the next show that we're all going to be part of.
Yep.
But there was one particular person that we weren't there too long.
No.
But one of the artists that were there, his name was Cadaver, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to say I'm impressed a little bit.
Yeah, because I told you, I was like, dude, like, this is, I want to see this kid rap.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if he was an artist or not. I thought they were just there chilling at first.
Yeah, so a little context. This is a very, you know, kind of vibrant scene. I mean, it's a lot of people from the hood, a lot of people from our side of the town, our side of the tracks.
Urban music.
Yeah, urban music, shit like that. But then, you know, there was a small group of like goth looking kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, nothing against that. And, you know, everyone loves hip hop, right? But, you know, this guy, he was performing, and it was really interesting because we both wanted to see, like, how is he going to rap?
Uh-huh.
You know, what is his style? Like, is he going to come in with some MGK? Is he going to come in with some, you know, the baby, or is he gonna come in with some trap style? Like, it was really interesting.
Yeah.
And we weren't trying to judge a book by its cover, but it's one of those things where you see someone and you're just like, yo, I wonder what skills he got. You feel me? And when he got on that stage, yo,
dude, yeah.
Like, we were blown away. We looked at each other like whoa.
Damn. Yeah, I was like, damn, like, okay.
Yeah, it was very Lil Peep, Linkin Park-esque, but it was really dope. And he even had some tracks on there where he didn't even have the lead vocals in. He was just going.
Just straight bars, dude. Like,
it was dope,
That's
yo.
dope when artists can do that. Like,
it was fucking dope, man. It was awesome seeing that. It was awesome seeing the diversity of that event.
Yeah.
You know, like I said,
even some of his songs were... all songs that he did were different styles.
They were different styles. They had the same tone.
Same tone, yeah.
But it was funny because he like got to the third song of his set out of like 4.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, it was the last one." He was like, "All right, I'm gonna get a little heavier with y'all." And we looked at each other like, "Oh, we're the first 3 light," because there were some deep, dark songs, but it was dope, man. It was really, really dope. So shout out to Cadaver if you're listening, man.
Yep.
Really giving you your props on that. We were really impressed, and I think what I was telling you at the show was it was refreshing to see because once Lil Peep left, I personally haven't seen a lot of people coming in that same direction as he left open, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Trippie Redd's kind of on the edge, but I mean, he's done more trap and more like...
I know. This guy was... He had that real, like, just... He
was what he was talking about.
He didn't hold back, dude. Like, he said whatever he wanted in his music.
Exactly. And even more so, he represented Austin in that style. And that's what's so cool about it. And that's what makes Austin diverse.
I didn't get if they were from Austin or what. I wanted to talk to them, but they left after the show, after his set, so... Yeah,
they left after their set. I knew a couple of the people in the clique that they were with.
Okay.
I want to say a couple of them went to my school. One of them was Chris Batman, who's Batman. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's done a couple of the productions for J Troop, so I've known him for years. But no, I mean, like I said, it was very refreshing to see and to hear, and just to have that diverse venue for one. Yeah. But then it just kind of went to prove like the different offerings that Austin has, not only in every genre, but especially in hip hop.
Yeah.
You feel
Nah,
me?
it was dope. It was a cool little scene, cool little kickback type place. So it was a fun event, and it was good to see you out there doing your little set. You haven't been on stage in a while, so
Yeah, I haven't been on stage in, I want to say it's been like 2 years.
and you and E-Rock did a song that's not even out yet, right?
Yeah.
So,
Me and E-Rock got up there. I did a little song off my first mixtape, More Than a Name, with the self-titled album. And so that was fun. And then you're right, we did perform 2 songs that haven't been released yet.
Yeah.
That's coming on our collaborated album called Monster Vibe in Volume 1. So y'all be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming out pretty soon. We got a couple more we gotta finish up on, but no, definitely have your eyes and ears open for that one. But no, it was a lot of fun getting on stage again. Confidence was really up there. Of course, I was nervous, but it was fun, man. Especially when you're in a room full of people that you know. I mean, it kind of eases.
You had the crowd going.
Yeah, the crowd was vibing, man. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was great. It was a great experience.
It was a good little performance by you.
Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, man. Well, shout out to everyone again who was part of that event, and everyone who, we're going to be working on the next show with. And, E-Rock, thanks for the opportunity, yo. Appreciate you, homie. But one thing that you wanted to get into, I'm going to let you introduce the topic a little bit, because you wanted to get into some real industrial stuff about the music industry, because you've been having some frustrating conversations recently.
Well, I mean, I've been actually talked to a buddy of mine last night, and, because I do music engineering, so it's not just all, graphics or whatever. I've been doing music engineering for a while now, and I feel like this, I've had my peaks and whatever, and I've kind of remodeled my home setup and whatnot.
Right.
And it's becoming to a point now, especially because we have a business.
Right.
I feel like people close still do not take it seriously because it's a home studio. And my point is with this is like, if you have a home studio or not, it all comes down to, if your engineer really knows what he's doing, of course. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I've just been having a lot of people, I guess, close to me not really taking it too seriously.
Right.
Or whatnot. And it's becoming a point where, dude, we're all in the industry. Mm-hmm. And this equipment did not come out for free or anything,
Right. So it sounds like to me like you kind of pinpointed the gist of it. The people who are closest to you are the ones that probably take you the least serious.
Yeah.
And the people who are strangers to you are the ones that are more impressed.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of goes hand in hand with a lot of what these artists are dealing with too.
Yeah.
Where their friends and family aren't very supportive.
Oh,
but it's the people that aren't even in the same town as them that are sharing and liking and doing all this for their music. But not only that, but you were talking about how it's a journey. It's definitely something that takes time and patience and money first, more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, equipment.
You've been doing this for years, decades, since you were in middle school. I know I've been doing it since probably high school or so. I've always had a passion for music, but I've never been hands-on like you have.
Mean, dude, I started with a webcam, bro. Like, webcam, beat playing, MySpace days. Like,
MySpace.
Like, I mean, and that's when YouTube, was a
just
site.
Taking off.
Yeah, they're like had their peak. So, started following a few producers on there. One Mike Colombo being one of them. It's like still a dude we still connect still today.
Right.
I respect the hell out of that guy just because how he came up from YouTube. And but anyway, I mean, we all started, at the bottom, literally. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, anybody's doing this. Music artist, engineer, you all start at the bottom. Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, some people probably don't. But it'd be nice, if we all had that money handout, whatever, or
an advance or a paycheck. Something like that.
Something.
And, I'm a firm believer. It's not always what you have; it's how you use it. And it's the same thing. It's not always what you know; it's who you know.
Yeah.
And, but with you you've always wanted quality work.
Yeah.
And you've always told your clients, with graphic design and people who will record with you, like, "Yo, this was before your setup now, because your setup, you put a lot of money into your setup." Yeah. But even starting out, you went piece by piece, step by step, day by day on growing yourself and learning how to, kind of utilize every single bit of your equipment to its best ability. Yep. And even if it was a webcam or some, hand down from some producer or engineer that didn't even need it anymore because it was 10 years old. You managed to make the most out of it and make it sound amazing.
Oh yeah.
Or your graphic designing, same thing.
Yeah. And I mean, with that, it's just you gotta take it seriously. I mean, if you as an engineer, like I mean, like you said, dude, like it doesn't matter what you have really. Mm-hmm. I mean,
there's benefits, there's pros and cons for sure. There's limitations that exist. Yeah, I mean, we don't need to go over that. Yeah. That's you're out of your mind if you think that.
But like the thing that kills me, going back to the whole like, you know, close friends, this and that. If I go to a big studio, right? Like just anywhere, right? Like a professional studio,
your
whatever.
Face made me
yeah, no. Well, because I wanted to give a name to a studio, but I thought about that. So
right.
Anyway, you know, just if you come to a home, I mean, don't expect necessarily like some, you know, crazy like.
You're not gonna have motherboards just everywhere.
Dude. I mean, you don't need that. I mean, because trust me, especially to rappers. I'm telling you, those boards in those studios, it's literally just for mixing and mastering.
Yeah.
And they're not even patch bang anything. You're not. They don't even, half these places don't even use compressors unless you like say, yo, bro, like run my you know, vocals through yada yada compressor.
Right. I mean, it's all automated. It's unless you're recording in analog.
Yeah.
That's really when you're gonna start using that. But you're right. I mean, I think a lot of it is the expectation of artists that come into a studio. They expect these huge ass boards, huge ass screens, personal booth, this and that. And I'm not. Your studio is a great studio, at least for me. I'm a very chill. I don't like flashy. I don't like big. It's very compact. It's very
got that. It just has that vibe to it.
It has a vibe, but it's like it's work.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I'm not in here to chill. I don't need a big old couch to sit on right now, or I don't need to, kind of flex for the gram or one time. I'm in here to work.
Yeah.
And I got an engineer that's gonna work with me.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's going over a lot of people's heads because they think, oh man, he's just recording out of a closet, yo. I don't want to do that. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine, but understand you're missing out on a bit. And I'm not just hyping you up. This goes for any producer, any engineer that has a home studio.
Yep.
It's not going to compare to if you go to Warner Brothers or if you go to Interscope or if you go to Atlantic and they got these huge $1 million studios.
Yeah.
Get that out of your mind right now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to set yourself up for failure because expectations are going to be impossible to match.
Yeah.
Now you come in here to work and you come in here to make sure this is what I want to work on, this is what I want to get done, and I want quality results.
Yeah. You
need to base that on who you're working with. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Not on the equipment he got.
I mean, dude, like this, the whole equipment thing. We could talk about it for hours. But,
oh yeah. We can go through every piece of your equipment and explain why it's the best. But
when someone out there would probably be like, "Oh, dude, nah, that's still not even the best." So
keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Yeah. I mean, but all I'm saying is, look, like if you're close for homie, just. If you want to go to the other studios locally or do what you got to do, like, go for it also. But, if you're coming into a home studio, I can't speak on other, people that have home studios. But for me, at least, it's a one-on-one thing. I work with you in the same session. I ask you what you like, effects, this and that. If you don't like something, I mean, it's easy to tell me, like, a lot of these guys that do have these bigger studios just use templates nowadays.
Right.
So it's all preloaded and, you're on with your session. So, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I stand with that. So
no, for sure. And I agree 100%, but going back to, it's a journey, it's a piece. I mean, you have to be patient. We talked about this in the last episode. You have to be able to have patience and have the creativity to kind of move forward with yourself.
Yeah.
There's two sides of it. You can't just sit here and work on one thing or worry about one speaker, or worry about one, I don't have this equipment, I don't have this microphone, my song's not this good, da 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 da. You're never gonna progress. But also sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off. But also you can't think, if I don't have this $2,000 microphone, I'm not recording.
Microphones don't. I mean,
but you see what I'm saying?
No, I get that, but I'm just saying you could have a $2,000 microphone, it doesn't
still be trash.
Yeah.
Or a software, right?
Yeah.
You can have the simplest. You can have GarageBand, and I'm not putting down anyone's DAW. I'm not putting anyone's system or whatever. But potentially someone could be so elite with GarageBand,
Yeah,
and it could almost match your DAW.
yeah.
You feel me?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I actually know people still use GarageBand. But,
Yeah, and so no skin off their bones.
Yeah,
it works for them.
I mean, it works. I mean, as long as you know how to work it. I mean, I've used software. It's like, okay, I'm gonna figure out how to work this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out to the best of my advantage to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's all learning.
Yeah.
So
it's time, dude.
Yeah, it's time.
You look back from where you are now to where you were 10, 12 years ago.
Shit, even just last year, dude. Like, I mean,
yeah,
this whole studio redo didn't just come overnight. I mean,
no,
you had to, you literally had to plan for it. Every cent I made off a studio session, it was literally just right back to new equipment.
Mm-hmm.
It was purely just an investment.
Yeah, it's an investment. It's growth. I mean, but you've had the same studio for years.
Oh yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. It's just like we both pieced this together, and we were both like, hey, why do we want this next advanced piece of equipment? Oh, because of this reason. Okay, cool. There was always a reason behind it. It wasn't because we were competing with, this studio has this, so I need this too, or people won't come to me if I don't have these speakers, or if I don't have this software, It's like, no, I'm getting this, you're getting this, because this is what's gonna make my work more, more compatible to work with.
There's a guy I know who started out of his house and ended up has this state of the art, studio now in Houston. So, I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. You can really dream about it and whatnot, but I mean, unless you have a really good person that's willing to donate all the money in the world to you, I guess that's the only way it really happens. But I mean, it's a slow start, and same for artists. Like, I mean, me and you have kind of been talking to some artists where it seems like they just want that jump to fame ASAP, but they don't know how to, or they think they can just make a viral hit and it goes crazy, whatnot.
Which it's not a bad thought to think that, because there's so much evidence that points to that being a realistic possibility.
Yeah.
But you're right. No one wants to really do the work or put in the time. They'll do the work, but if it doesn't happen in the time frame that they wanted to, they're very easily discouraged, and they just either want to give up, or like we were saying in the first episode, or they go with what's trending, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. Because obviously this is what people want. You feel me?
No, I get that. And I mean, I don't know. I guess that's where, if you're an artist, you just really have to take your time. And
in anything, I mean, if you
gotta figure out what you want to do first. I mean, you just can't jump all back,
And you can't be frustrated at these little limitations or little imperfections.
Yeah, trust me, you're gonna have a lot of limitations. You're gonna have a lot of things that you want to do that is not possible,
or just not at this moment.
Yeah, it's not
things
at this
happen
moment.
For a reason, and time is a real thing.
Yeah,
where
but like, dude, even if you do have the money, say you invest in a big feature, whatever tour, I'm sorry, but that it's not happening the next night.
No.
Like, you're literally going to wait until they're ready to be like, okay, we got time on our schedule. It's cleared out. We'll go ahead and do that big feature for you.
Right.
I mean, it's just how the game works. I mean, especially with the music industry, it's a lot of channels you have to go through.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're trying to go after a major artist or whatnot.
Definitely. And even then, your success isn't guaranteed after that.
Nah, dude, because I mean, it's like...
You know how many people pay for like I'm just going to pull someone out, like Kevin...
Okay, yeah, okay. I have a boy, and I'm going to shout him out, JR.
Uh-huh.
He's in New Orleans. This kid paid Kevin Gates for a feature.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a pre-recorded verse, though.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And once he found out, he was like, oh, wow, really? Like, I didn't know, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up, like, putting it on iTunes, Spotify, doing the whole 9 yards with it. And the label reached out to him and was like, yo, dude, you got to pull that off because that's, like, a pre-recorded verse. We don't know how this guy got it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually going to go on, like, a Kevin Gates, song.
Yeah.
And, like, it's crazy how people do that. And I don't know why you would try to... You would want to hype that up, like, oh yeah, dude, you're gonna get a Kevin Gates feature, this and that.
Which is great. I mean, but you're right. I mean, if it's not original, what's the point? And then even then, you got a boy too who's worked for someone, but there is a contract that said, yeah, they'll do the song. It's an original verse, but this artist isn't going to be sharing it. This artist isn't going to be promoting it. This artist isn't going to. It's not even going to acknowledge that this song even exists.
And that's the thing. That's like if you're gonna go after a feature, dude, like save up to where you can get that artist to actually share it.
You said that the other day. Mm-hmm. Money talks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It does.
In this industry, for sure.
Almost anywhere, but you're right. Especially in hip hop, especially in music, especially in this very, very stingy industry.
Everybody wants a piece of the pie.
Or money gets you success. Money moves you forward, and I think that's why a lot of people kind of take the easy route and be like, "Yo, I got $10,000. Put me on a song with Jeezy or whoever," and then boom, it skyrockets.
Me and you know a dude locally who's had, I guess you could considerably say, overnight success in a way.
If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, it wasn't exactly overnight, but it was a very quick process.
Yeah, it was one of those, like, I mean, it wasn't a quick process, but it happened.
But you're right, and I know where you're going with that, so I'll let you finish on that thought process.
No, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't understand why artists think you can just
buy your success.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can, but now look, like, the kid's stuck because he's under a management group now. So what do you do in that situation? Like, okay, I've made it, I'm at my peak, and then boom, management done. You're cut. Or you're not cut, but we're developing you now.
Yeah, you're limited.
Yeah.
And I think that's basically what you're doing. You're putting a price tag and you're buying what set of handcuffs do you want? Do you want the real rustic ones that fall off eventually, or do you want the ones that they're secure? They're not going anywhere, but they're nice and shiny for you. You feel me?
And and you're just kind of stuck in this mold where you can't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, I guess what do you do? Especially if you're just dreaming about being an artist, you know? I mean,
right. And for some people, that's enough for them.
Well, I feel like it's a wake up call. It's like, yo, okay, this is what it is in the music industry. I don't want it anymore.
Right, and I think that might be it too. But some people, they don't want longevity. Some people, they don't want a legacy. They just want, I want my 15 minutes of fame and I'm out. You know what I mean? And that's enough for some people, which is fine. You know, no diss to them, but it's like, at what cost?
Yeah.
You know, you spend millions and millions of dollars if you have that,
you better
privilege.
have some popping songs though to be staying and keeping those checks coming in, because I mean,
you're right, because there's some people that can just live off singles.
Oh, dude, easy. You could easily, if you have one song that goes to a Spotify hot playlist added, you could easily rack in like 100,000 off that for a year. So I mean, you could. It depends. It depends how you really want to push your music. I mean, you can pay your way.
So since we're on the topic of basically singles and people not really putting out music and longevity, blah 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 blah.
Yep.
I got the chance to listen to that song that you sent me. Earth was it?
Oh
Earth?
yeah, Lil Dicky. Yeah.
I listened to that today. Yeah. Not only did I listen to it, but I saw the music video.
Okay.
I'm blown away. I'm blown away at the quality of video.
Yeah.
But the song, I agree with a couple of people on Twitter. It's not the greatest. But you know what it reminded me of?
What?
You know that song, We Are the World?
Yeah.
And there was like two versions. There was like the 1980s and then there's like early 2000s or whatever. This seems like a very twisted, very comedic We Are the World.
Well, and that's the thing about Lil Dicky, dude, is he's a comedian rapper. So like,
but I was just laughing at the entire thing. The message was amazing.
You got to get to his verse. Like, I mean, I know you probably got to his verse.
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the message was dope. The message was there. Yeah. But just, especially with all the features that were on it, a lot of those features were like, wow, did they really just say that kind of thing?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I really would want to know like how that was pieced together. Like, because Lil Dicky was this artist at first. He would be going to mansions and like, yo, dude, I'm gonna shoot a free music video. Yeah. And you damn well know that a video, if you haven't seen it, it's all animated and very well done. Mm-hmm. And that video probably cost a good amount of money.
Oh yeah. But the reason why I say like he's a singles guy, I mean, the last time I heard from him was Freaky Friday with Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's right.
And then before that was, I mean, he did a song or he did an album with like his alter ego Brain. But that's a guy who I don't hear a lot of.
No.
But when you do, it's something like
blows
this.
up.
Yeah, it's something like this.
Yeah.
And I know this to Lil Dicky. I don't see him in the next 20 years or people still talking about him, but these singles are keeping him alive. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean that is what's keeping him alive, and that's the thing is like they didn't even. I think it was like 4 days maybe, and he just started tweeting like, "Yo, new song," and of course he gets Ariana, Bieber, all them to tweet it. This and that.
Bad Baby, Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
He had a whole roster.
What did Bad Baby say? I don't
know. Honestly, I didn't realize who these characters were until the end credits where it showed all the characters.
I caught Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Lil Yachty. I caught some of them for sure.
Yeah.
But
apparently
some of
Backstreet
them,
Boys were even on there.
Yeah.
I was
think,
like, where the hell were they?
I'm guessing probably in the hook somewhere.
I don't know, probably.
Because there's a lot of like lead vocals and background vocals.
But I love how at the end he was like, hey, studies have shown we only have 12 years to make a difference. Yeah. Otherwise, Earth's going to be,
because he teamed
unlivable.
up with... what's that guy?
Who?
Little Dicky teamed up with I can't remember the dude's name.
I don't know, but it was cool at the end. He was giving this whole spiel basically like, hey, go to this website and let's make a difference. And
because they said every song stream, whatever view
is going to that benefit
is going to Earth. Basically, we're gonna
to clean up the pollution and kind of just make things a little more eco-friendly and just kind of saving the resources we have. That way we're not kind of causing more of a global warming. But like I said, the message was cool. It was amazing, but to me it was just a very twisted, very not a serious "we are the world" kind of thing.
Nah, I mean I think he was it's Lil Dicky, so he's trying to have fun with it too.
He definitely was, but it was cool. It was a really good.
I actually stayed up because they released it like at 9 p.m. like Pacific time.
Yeah.
Which is so random to me. So like I stayed up until like 12 here and watched it, and so I was like, oh man, this is really like I was digging it. So, and I mean, there's some people for sure that just like, yo, what is he doing? But if you don't know who Lil Dicky is, I mean, it's normal. It's totally normal for him.
Oh yeah.
So
and who knows? Well, people should know who Lil Dicky is by now. But you're right. I mean, if they don't, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything else. I'd be upset if you put together a serious song. But speaking of being upset, I don't know if you saw or not, but Kanye on his live stream, he was at Coachella.
Yep.
Easter Sunday, and everyone's pissed.
Yeah.
And for the reason being is that I guess all the live stream was filmed through what people were calling a peephole, because it was literally black screen, and then right dead in the middle was a little itty bitty little circle with showing what the footage was.
Okay, you want to know my opinion about that?
Go for it.
Kanye being Kanye, I'm sure he was like, I don't want everybody to see my performance. So what can we do? What can we do to like kind of like not just show everything? I'm sure like some producer was like, dude, we can like easily just create a circle or whatnot and just let people see it very, small, not full scale or widescreen or whatever.
Basically said, oh, bet. Let's do it.
He was probably like, yeah, okay, sounds great.
Sounds great.
I think at Coachella, I don't know if you have, maybe you do have a say so if you want yours live streamed or not. I'm not too sure how that works. I don't really.
I'm sure that's probably what, once they agreed to, hey, you're going to be performing.
Yeah. And we're going to live stream this.
Yeah.
Especially the big artist.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, Kanye is very artistic and very philosophical.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a deeper meaning behind that method of live streaming. I think it's funny because everyone's just losing their mind over it. It's very split. People are like, oh, it's so beautiful, da-da-da-da, it's so colorful, that little circle. It's like, given this huge, very, different outlook on what it could mean about life and so on and so forth. And then there are people who are just like, no, I want to see the whole damn thing. Yeah. This is ridiculous. I want my money, blah, 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 blah.
I don't know, dude. Like, you can't question Kanye. One thing I did see, too, though, is that his merchandise at Coachella was expensive.
Stupid expensive.
For, like, one T-shirt, it was, like, $125 or something.
Do you really expect anything different, though?
No, but, I mean, like, I saw someone, they're like, it literally looks like they just printed these today and just mailed them in because the design is nothing crazy.
No, his clothes have holes in them.
Yeah. I don't know. Supposedly people were very disappointed though because there's just basic text on a t-shirt.
Again, that sounds very Kanye.
Yeah. I mean, it did to me. So when I was reading that, I was like, why are you guys tripping?
No, exactly. Like, again, do you really expect anything different from Kanye West?
I mean, I don't know what his fans think. I mean, I don't know.
You think Coachella's offering a discount? Yo,
yeah,
it's 25% off, man.
I don't know. I mean, I think it was like there were 4 designs or something.
They were all the same, just black and white, white and black.
They changed the color. I think was the only difference, and of course the color schemes were very out there for Kanye. Well, everything's out there for Kanye.
Very neutral colors, yeah.
I think it was like a gray and like a brown, just basic,
real basic. But again, Kanye is one to like put.
But would you
you could probably sell water to a fish? Is what I'll say.
Yeah, if you were a big Kanye fan, though, would you be pissed? Like. No, having to watch it through a little
I am a Kanye fan. I have a lot of agreements and of course disagreements with him, and I followed his career. I'm not obsessed with him, but when someone says, "Oh, Kanye's got some clothing," or Kanye's got some new line or whatever, if it's affordable, I'm going to question the legitimacy of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if it's out of like a ridiculous price range and it's not a simple, easy design or easy clothing, piece of clothing or whatever. Yeah. I'm going to question its legitimacy because, again, Kanye is he has these weird thoughts and these weird philosophies about what everything he does just kind of means. There's always a deeper meaning. And
I just wish you would explain it, though.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Like, it's literally just kept his own little mind.
That's the joke, right? Like, you have to be so far advanced to understand his mindset.
He's so smart with this shit, dude, because like he knows people are going to talk about it.
Oh yeah.
So he knows that he's gonna get right back up in the media, stories after stories on this.
But you know what he knows even more than that?
Huh?
People are still gonna buy his shit.
Oh yeah.
He can mark a t-shirt, a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure he's done before at hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Nothing special about it.
Just literally a white t-shirt.
And someone's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere is gonna buy it.
That's the crazy part about. I mean,
can you imagine the profit margin on that?
I wonder, like, how do you go to a designer and like, yo, dude, I want to make a shirt that's just white. I'll price it at $1,000.
But and that's the thing. As soon as you start saying, look, this is what it's gonna be, it's not gonna cost us but 2 pennies or 50 cents a piece.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna mark it at $1,000, yo.
Because I'm Kanye West.
Yeah, because I'm Kanye West, and if I endorse this with my name, it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna split the profits with you.
Yeah, because I mean, he wants to get into fashion. I mean, he is in fashion.
He has a whole brand. He has a whole line. He has a whole brand, whole line, and he's been consistent with it more or less. Yeah. But like I said, I would not expect anything different. No. I would not expect anything less. And for anyone who is disappointed, shame on you, because it's Kanye West.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, you can't expect the guy just to give a free concert or whatever you want to say without some type of weird element involved.
His concerts are amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
I've been to only one.
Yeah, well, I know the last one that he ended up canceling. That's before he went
the St. Pablo tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was had the floating stage.
That one would have been lit.
That was crazy.
But I went to a Yeezy one.
Yeah.
Or a Yeezus one, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that
That
cool?
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He had Kendrick Lamar open up for him. It was I couldn't even sit here and explain what every piece of amazing things happened at that show.
It's just crazy to me to think, like, I mean, you can literally make anything possible nowadays with, like, music.
And see, you've been on tour production.
Yeah.
And you've seen the ins and outs, from simple shows to the pyrotechnics to just stage movements, everything like that. So you're absolutely right. You're in your element there.
I mean,
where
you can. I mean, like Travis Scott, dude, he had a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like full out roller coaster, but I mean, it went pretty deep into the stands.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you've worked with some big artists too. We're not gonna flex or nothing, but you've seen a lot of what goes into those stage setups. So I can only imagine what like a Travis Scott or what like a Kanye show, how many hours they got to put into even setting up and then breaking down.
I'd be so mad. I'd be like, look, we're not doing it this show. It's down.
It's down. It's not happening.
We'll do something else, but not that. I mean,
God, dog,
you got
to set it up just to tear it down.
That's a sad part.
That's a terrible way to think of it, right?
I mean, because you can have such an amazing show, and it's like, load in, load out. Usually is normally, depending the setup, it's usually the same day. But you build all this stuff, and it's like, oh man, we got to take all this down now.
Yeah,
that's
oh man, it looks great. Yeah, we got to take it down in about 4 hours.
We got a next show, so I mean, keep it rolling.
Yeah, not only do we got to break it down, but then we got to take it to the next place and then reset it up.
Well, normally, a little secret I'm gonna give out. Ooh. Normally, you have like about 2 or 3 stages ahead, so stuff is always there. I mean, you run the same truck, or you have like 3 different trucks with the exact same setup. So see, I didn't know not that. Like actually going from state to state.
Okay, well, see,
someone's usually ahead of the show a little bit.
That would make a lot of sense.
Because there's just no way.
Huh. So, do they have to pay that venue, like, to be like, hey, don't book anyone for the day before because I got to set up this shit?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how, like, the logistics works on that, but I'm pretty sure it's probably just, like, I mean, you already know this is a big artist, so a venue like that's probably prepared to have that schedule blocked for at least load in.
Right. Okay.
So there's this place locally here that I've worked at, and as far as like load in goes, they do hockey and baseball there, and they had a performance going on. I think it was like they were already setting up, but there was a hockey game like that night, and then the performance was like the night, after the whatever. And I know they were just getting it set up as at least because you can put markers down.
Right.
And I mean, with a venue like that, normally if it's hockey season, they just cover up the ice anyway, so there's not much conversion on that.
Right.
You're literally just like on these thick pads, so you're not skating on ice. So, I mean,
so there's sometimes where there's like a cheat way, or there's a way you got to work around it.
But depends how big the venue is.
But the moral is, like with tour production, you're always a couple cities ahead or a couple venues ahead.
Oh yeah.
That was something I didn't know. Yeah. I really thought that they set up and they broke down and set up the exact same equipment at every day, and that's why time was such a big thing.
That's why tickets are so expensive now, because you're just paying for all this extra equipment to be ahead of schedule, pretty much.
A little something that I found out. Now that we're talking about production a little bit, this has nothing to do with music, and I don't know if you follow the show. I know I don't, but I found it very interesting. The Walking Dead was actually filming in a city near Austin called Granger, real out in the sticks, not far from where the famous Texas Chainsaw Massacre house is. Well, in the little city out there, they were filming I guess a couple segments at the town hall over there and at a bar called Crossroads. I thought it was really cool that they're really bringing attention to Austin in a bit. Yeah. I was talking to one of the locals out there in Granger, and she was kind of telling me, like, it's cool how, they're wanting to kind of showcase Austin, a little different sides of it. And I'm talking, this place is like old, like it's country old. Anyways, but the fact that they were out there and they even thought about this place was what she was grateful for. But she's she's an older woman, but she was like, the old folks around here though, they don't like it though, they don't like change. And I guess because it's a quiet part of the city, the quiet part of the state, and they don't want people in here with big old rigs and setting things up and cutting off roads and just kind of limiting what everyone's so used to out there. But I just thought it was really cool, because I think about a year or two ago, they were filming out here at Valente, not far from Cedar Park, for the same thing. And a lot of people were kind of,
I know Fredericksburg's been used quite a few times.
Yeah. I just think it's so cool, man. Like, Austin's just become an attraction to where TV, movies.
It's cool, man.
Everyone's coming here because
really
there's so many different sides of the town.
I mean, there's a lot of big production companies in Austin, surprisingly.
Movie.
Yeah. I mean, there's like
visual productions.
Yeah, I mean, there's like quite a few places out there that just have literally like just yard. Like, I mean, not even yards. Like, it's a ranch, literally, just of where hangars. You can go film this and that. Like, even like pyrotechnic stuff. Like, it's crazy.
Huh.
People don't really know about it, but it's there.
Oh, so. They know about it now.
Yeah, they know about it now. So if you ever want to film a movie,
no, but I just thought that was pretty cool, man. How, like I said, Austin's really becoming an attraction.
Oh yeah.
But again, there's gonna be people who are grateful for it and think it's really cool, and there are people gonna be like, "Yo, get the hell out of here."
Oh yeah. I mean, it's cool though, because I mean, at least I don't know, dude. Like we've talked about this before with some like just local like places that we've seen, you know, in movies.
Yeah.
You can't really like. It's hard to tell too. I mean, a lot of this goes back to like editing and whatnot. So you're not gonna necessarily, you know, tell that, oh, that's Granger, Texas, or whatever.
Exactly. And honestly, I don't think a lot of people even know where the fuck
no, I'm sure Texas someone's Googling it right now, like, yo, where's Granger, Texas?
It's probably about 20 minutes outside of Taylor.
Yeah.
But it's a real small town. It's really cool. Like I said, I just thought it was really cool. Like a little small place like that, it got the attention of what is a big franchise, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, this is of all the places in the world, they could have been like, yo, whatever. But they were like, no, Granger, Texas, that's where we need to be.
There's a local place here, a barbecue place that's had some movies done before.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember the name of the place.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
Austin's always been. I know in Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Hell, Top Notch Burger.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere.
Everywhere,
like
dude.
Austin's made for the movies, yo.
Yeah, it's cool though. It's cool to see like, you know, production companies are willing to come into Austin.
Yeah.
And actually, you know, use our city to make these movies, you know, happen. So
it's just so cool to see. Just seeing like the attention from the outside in.
Yeah.
Just seeing the attention that Austin's really getting and giving.
Yeah.
It's just kind of cool, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, man, on that note, I think we're good to close out. Yo,
yes, sir.
Thank y'all for listening to this episode 3 of In the Loop with Loop One Records. Now, want to give them good news?
Yeah, you can listen to In the Loop on iTunes and Google Play.
Ooh.
So
making moves.
Just search In the Loop podcast and you'll find it. So
search In the Loop podcast or Loop One Records, whatever's gonna help you find what you're looking for. Thank you for everyone again for all the support that you've been giving us. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everyone who's been hitting the website lately. We see you. Thank you very much. Will, where can they find you
at Big with a Kid, pretty much on any platform, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Snapchat, I'm all over. It's just pretty much Big with a Kid. So I mean, that's all it is. So you can find me all there. So
there it is, and you could of course find me at MattLife Vibe, MattelifeVibe on all social media platforms as well: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud.
Still have a MySpace?
No, I don't have a MySpace. I should get that shit back, yo.
Yeah, we should.
But no, and also don't forget to visit looponerecords.com. Yep. We got a bunch of good information on there. We got new music. We got new merch. We got new announcements and events coming up here shortly with the new season, spring, summer here. Yo, we are going to stay busy. We're going to keep it rolling. So thank you again. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.